Good morning. Good morning. It's Healing Wednesday. Got to get your healing on intentionally. The title of my live is Shake It Off. Shake It Off. I was listening to a message by Dr. Darius Daniels this morning. It was so good. And he references scripture in John chapter 10. The idea is that Jesus is sending out his disciples. He's sending them on a little mission. Do not go among the Gentiles or enter any of the town of the Samaritans. Go rather to the lost sheep of Israel. As you go, proclaim this message. The kingdom of heaven has come near. Heal the sick. Raise the dead, cleanse those who have leprosy, drive out demons. Freely you have received, so freely give. Let's sit on that for a second. Because apparently he's sending them to people who need help. He sees their lives are falling apart. And he's like, go help these people. And I've been one of those people who needed help. And I need help sometimes still with different areas of my life. I always need help, actually. Can anybody relate? And if you don't think you need help, well, that's a whole nother story. But if you do a careful inventory, you'll realize, like me, that you need help. But the kicker is, here he says in verse 9, do not get any gold or silver or copper to take with you in your belts. No bag for the journey or extra shirt or sandals or staff, for the worker is worth his keep. Whatever town or village you enter, search there for some worthy person and stay at home. Stay at their house until you leave. You need a worthy person. That stick with me for a little bit, because sometimes we need help, but we are not willing to ask for it. Or better yet, for me personally, I've known people who I can look at their lives and say, you need help. And I'll offer the help and they will take it. Or they don't think they need it. They think they're fine. Not a worthy person. So Jesus is saying, find a worthy person. Okay, don't waste your time on people who don't think they need help. And then he says, as you enter the home, give it your greeting. If the home is deserving, let your peace rest on it. If it is not, let your peace return to you. If anyone will not welcome you or listen to your words, leave that home or town and shake the dust off your feet. I love that. Sometimes we just got to decide that we are going to leave people alone. I've encountered it even in my own family. Heck, I've encountered it with myself, where it's clear I need help, but for whatever reason, I was not receptive, wasn't open at the time, and I've had to live out the consequences of the decision that I made because I wasn't willing and ready, humble enough to accept the help. So when Jesus is telling his disciples this very thing, he's like, listen, I'm sending you on a mission. You have purpose. You have a message. You have the tools. You can help people, but understand that you will be rejected by some. It's not personal. They don't take it personal, because when I've taken it personal, what happens is that I become callous, where I ain't going to help nobody else. You can start to feel that way, and these are natural feelings. But the point of the matter is, Jesus says to these guys, if they are not deserving, let your peace return to you. And one of the points that Mr. Daniels made was that sometimes our peace is somewhere else. We left it somewhere else in the last relationship, the last job situation, the last encounter that you had that disturbed your peace, and you need to go get it. But you can only go get it if we decide to do what Jesus said and shake it off. Shake the dust off your feet. We have to do that if we're going to heal, aspire, and grow. We have to do that with intention. But I just love this here, because I have felt it. And I preach this to myself all the time, that I'm responsible to someone, but I'm not responsible for someone. There's a huge difference, because once you start feeling responsible for every situation that comes up with people, whether or not it's your spouse, your child, your mother, your sister or your brother, then you can get stuck in that. That dirt, that dust can get stuck on you, and you just feel like frustrated. You lose your peace. You're angry. You're upset. Why? Because I didn't shake it off, realizing that I am not responsible for them. I'm responsible to them, meaning that I can share what I know that can help you. I can give you examples. Heck, I can even give you the referral to get the job. But ultimately, you're responsible to get up and get dressed and go for the interview. Am I talking to somebody? Do you have some people in your life right now who you need to decide that you're going to shake the dust off your feet? Not that you're going to give up on them, but you're going to give them up. That was his point, Mr. Daniels. Give them up to God, because he is the one who can fix people anyway. And if Jesus is telling his very close disciples, listen, face the reality. People are going to reject you, but don't take it personal. Let your peace return to you. Continue to heal, aspire, and grow. How are you doing with that? Are you letting the dirt settle on you because of somebody else or other people? Are you feeling responsible because of other people issues? You're not. If you're doing that, it's going to cause you to carry dust around, keeping you dirty. You need to shake that off. Dust it off. I've become such a pro at this, to be honest with you. I don't take anything personal. Matter of fact, my whole life is about rejection to some degree, because I'm in sales and I hear no too much, almost every day. No. But for every no, I say, well, that's my fuel. I'm going to get the next yes. And that's why I'm in business. So I encourage you looking at me, to shake the dust off and continue to heal, aspire, and grow. And take Jesus' advice. Let your peace return to you so you can get to the next best version of you. Have a great day, and I'll talk to you in another episode of Edgy Speaks Stronger Than Splinters.